105 days until Chanukah.
Outside, but it's light in here. Chanukah is here. It's dark outside, but it's light in here. Chanukah is here. It's dark outside, but it's light in here. Chanukah is here.
Let's get ready for Elmo! Oh, Chavra. Mirza Hashem, soon we'll listen to the whole song. But for now, I feel like it's good to just get a little peek of Chanukah, a little hint of Chanukah, as we're prepping for Elul. Wow. As you see the background, it's the Holy Shana Bet Chavra plus Shaky Cooper stock in Mezhebush, Baal Shem Tov, the Heilige Baal Shem Tov. I just missed that time, so I wanted to see it because the screens are off, Baruch Hashem. So at least I could look at the Chavra. Anyways, children are so deep. They're Mamish the deepest. Before we get into why the children are the deepest, this Chabura right now is for a quick refuah for Pesach Reuven ben Yosefa Sarah. May he have a quick refuah. Bezrat Hashem, we should use that name, cry out to Hashem, and Hashem should just have mercy on all of us. Nitai Rari's on. Nitai. Look at the background. Look at the background. You're in it. Okay, good. Bezrat Hashem.
Oh, it's so big. So real.
Okay, I'm muted Nitai. I was playing basketball before a couple hours ago. Going to the court, trying to work out for a little. Move the legs, get the shot rolling. Get to the court. It's only this old guy there. I played with him before. In amazing shape. May we all be in amazing shape at, his age. And we're shooting around, and then these two little kids, probably at the age of 10, both at the age of 10, they come over, like, you guys want to play 2-on-2? And the old guy and I, we look at each other, and we're like, Sababa, let's do it. So we play 2-on-2. And it ended up being the best game of the year for me. Mamish, the best game of the year. It was just so fun, laughing, having a great time, trash talking in a great way. Stephen Curry, making all these jokes, all these bits. And I was just thinking to myself as I was stretching afterwards, like, that was such a cool experience just to see two 10-year-old kids looking across the court at a guy who's 6'10" and a guy who's at an old age, right? Wouldn't those kids be intimidated? No. So they actually ended up coming over, and it's just a huge lesson for all of us as Bosco is entering the room that we shouldn't have fear because we are kids. We should always be kids. And if we have that kid mentality, we could go in any situation, any uncomfortable situation, throw ourselves in there, and ultimately get the results that we were seeking for. So it was just like a learning experience for me, just to learn from kids, to have our eyes open all the time. So deep. Obviously, there's a million more messages. Just the one that comes to mind right now, that's the one that I'm pointing out. But Rav Nachman actually talks about this. And he asks us the simple question: have we looked up at the sky today? One of the deeper questions in the world. Rav Nachman says, when you look outside, what do you see? The market, the wagons, the horses, people running in all directions. 50 years from now, The market will be completely different with different horses and wagons, different merchandise and different people. And I won't be here and you won't be here. Then let me ask you now, says Rav Nachman, how come you are so busy and preoccupied that you don't even have time to look up at the sky? So I Mamish open up the Sefer and open it after flipping a couple pages. I'm not going to make it seem like I literally open up to this page, but a couple pages, and I open up to this Torah. And Rav Nachman, again, a million interpretations, but one thing that I see here is our eyes open. The reason why we're prepping for Chanukah, prepping for Elul, the whole thing, is because Chanukah, our eyes are open. It's so clear. But when it's not Chanukah, it's harder to see. So now I'm going on a crazy tangent, right? Just connecting this to the kids. Let's keep this in order, right? The kids. I could just be playing basketball and focusing on the ball and the hoop and not my surroundings, right? Imagine if I went to the court, said no to those kids, or even said yes, and I just wasn't, my eyes weren't open. I wasn't really thinking. I was just playing 2-on-2. Is that right? But afterwards, Rav Nachman is telling us that just have your eyes open, right? It's not random that you're seeing those two kids. You're playing with those two kids. You could learn so much from it. Gewalt. You could learn so much from it. Just having our eyes open. And we could clearly connect this to Chanukah on so many levels. Like I said before, that's why we played the song, because our eyes are always open. Everything is shining on Chanukah. And it's not everything is shining all the time. But our eyes open. Have we looked up at the sky? We're in the month of Elul. Hamelech Basada. Hashem is Mamish in the field who's meeting us. Our eyes open. Are we looking up at the sky? Are we seeking Hashem? Are we searching for Hashem? When we're on the street walking, when we're going on the bus, when we're in Mechina, when we're in school, when we're in the army, our eyes open. Are we looking for the hidden messages? When we're Chas v'Shalom in a Nisayon, are we searching for Hashem, right, within the problem? So there's such deep messages. I went on a tangent, and when I go on tangents, it's not really good because I end up not making so much sense. But the kids are, right, we have this Torah about the kids, learning from the kids, their mamish so deep. Everyone is so deep, but the kids too. Just because we're older, we may seem older, we may seem like we're 6'10", we're older kids, we're in college, we're in the army. Children are so deep. And then we look at this Torah, have we looked up at the sky? It's asking us, are we looking at these kids, right? Are we searching within the kids? Are we searching within ourselves? Are our eyes open to our surroundings? Then we have Chanukah. Chanukah, it's so clear. Everyone is shining. Our eyes are always open on Chanukah. But because we have Chanukah, the Kavanah of Chanukah with us, and this Torah from our Rabbenu, and the Torah from the children, we could all apply this to the month of Elul, into the rest of our year, and the rest of our lives. Mamish is having our eyes open. Are we looking up at the sky, at the clear blue sky? Mamish. Bezrat Hashem Chavra. So sorry for the tangent. If anyone has any questions, comments, please feel free. Gewaldic. Bezrat Hashem. We should all be healthy, happy, and successful in everything we do. B'Shem Kol Yisrael. That means everyone else in the group chat. It means everyone else in this world. Mamish. And Bosco. Whether you're in Herzliya, we're yearning to see each other. We're yearning to have a Shabbos meal together. Bezrat Hashem.
Yes.
The week, strength, happiness, joy, the whole thing. Nitai, what guarding the borders, and hopefully we're up with each other this week. Gevalt and Tamar, you too. Defending the borders, defending Am Yisrael at all times. Mamish, we shall all be healthy, happy, and successful. Hopefully, this Torah is in our heads. We're able to internalize it in our lives. Gevalt. Be well, Chavra.